Hello everyone, today we're going over 4 factors why the price of Bitcoin is going up. First, money supply. Central banks around the world are printing money like there is no tomorrow. This is clearly seen by the US total money supply or M2. The US printed around 24% of the total amount of US dollars in the past year. Printing money does not necessarily increase CPI, as CPI is losing its relevance as a measure of inflation. Businesses that want to understand how much purchasing power their cash is losing over time, they should analyze the total money supply or M2, which is closely related to the cost of capital. Instead of beating up CPI, the new money flow is flowing into assets. For example, in 2020, the average price in the Hamptons increased 15% in 16 weeks. The price of the Apple stock doubled in 5 months. Bitcoin price is up 400%. We are seeing hyperinflation in scarce, desirable assets. Given that corporations are faced with a choice, holding cash that's losing purchasing power at a 10 to 15% annual rate, or they can hold their assets in a secure digital scarce asset with a fixed supply. Second reason, easy to buy. The access to buy Bitcoin by individual investors has become increasingly easier. PayPal, for example, just launched their service to buy and sell Bitcoins directly from PayPal accounts. PayPal has a staggering 300 million active users. That's 300 million people that now have direct access to cryptocurrencies. In aggregate, with Robinhood, Cash App, and PayPal, there are around 350 million people that have direct access to cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. We can see the impact of PayPal's integration with its provider called Paxos. It buys Bitcoin through its exchange called eBit. Before PayPal's integration, you can see the fairly constant trading amount of Bitcoin in this white line, and after PayPal's integration, you can see the amount of demand through the yellow line. Within a few months of going live, PayPal is already buying more than 100% of the total new supply of Bitcoin. Third, institutional investors. Not only individual investors are entering the market, but institutional investors are also entering the market. For example, MassMutual, the 170-year-old life insurance, has bought around $100 million worth of Bitcoin for its general investment account. Another publicly traded company called MicroStrategy bought around $425 million worth of Bitcoin in August and September of this year. And the investment quickly paid off as the price of Bitcoin nearly doubled in this period. Institutional investors have a much greater time scale compared to individual investors, which reduce the total amount of Bitcoin supply in the market. Not only companies are buying Bitcoin directly, but there is an investment firm called Grayscale that's offering a way for companies to buy Bitcoin directly, thus avoiding any legal problems in the future. They are seeing massive inflows of money. They saw an increase of $84 million in the second quarter to $254 million in the third quarter. And the fourth reason, Bitcoin halving. Bitcoin halving happens around every 4 years, and it means that Bitcoin miners receive 50% less Bitcoins for every transaction that they verify. This event happened earlier this year, reducing the total amount of Bitcoin that was given to miners from 12.5 Bitcoins to 6.25. Therefore, the total amounts of Bitcoin that entered the market has reduced. And so you can see with these 4 reasons that the total supply of Bitcoin has reduced while the demand has increased, causing the price to go up. I hope you like this video. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Have a great day. Bye.